Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this electronic fillable staff event checklist or tracker. So let's open a new document and you can see my cursor at the top here. I'm just going to move it over to the right. I'm just going to press the return key twice, go to Insert, Tables, Insert Table, and the number of columns I'm going to choose is 5. And the number of rows is 22 and click OK. Once I've done that, I'm going to select the table by using this top left square, go to Table Layout and go to this height feature here. I'm going to select all of these numbers and I'm going to put in 1 centimeter and press Enter. That's going to make the height of all of my rows that little bit higher to give me a little bit of extra space. Now I'm going to deselect, then I'm going to hover over this line here. I'm going to click and drag it all the way over to the right here. That will give me some more space for all of the names that I need to fill in. To make the rest of the columns equal, I'm going to select them all by clicking and dragging across, go to Table Layout, and here you'll see Distribute Columns and click. Next thing is inserting all of your text, but you can see my cursor is in the top left of my box where I want all of my text to be in the middle of these boxes. So once again, select the table, go to Table Layout, go all the way over to the alignment feature and select Align to Center. Then I'm going to insert my text across the top here. I'm going to paste mine in. I'm sure you don't want to watch me type, but I will click on the font, select it, go to the Home tab, and you can see the font I've used. I've also used bold and I've used font size 18. Across here for the rest, I've used the same font, but this time font size 12. Now I will select this top row and make it a little taller to give this text a little bit more space. Go back to Table Layout, go to this up arrow here in the height and just keep clicking until you're happy with the height of that top row. Next, I'm going to insert all the names, and once again I'm going to paste them all in, but you'll obviously type all of your names, and then it comes to making this form digital. So for that you need the Developer tab. Now if you don't have the Developer tab, go to Word, go to Preferences and go to Ribbon and Toolbar. Over here on the right, scroll down and make sure this Developer tab is checked and then click Save. Once you've done that, you'll find that the Developer tab will appear. Click on it and you've got all these different options here. Now for this demonstration, we'll only be focusing on the checkbox, but if you want to learn more about how to use the other features, I've got plenty of other videos on fillable forms. So make sure your cursor is in the box that you want to start with. Click checkbox. Then select that checkbox by clicking and dragging over the top of it. Then Command or Control C will copy it. Then you can select all the other cells down here. And then click Paste, Command or Control V. Then you can do the top row here, exactly the same, Command or Control V. Now you can see they've all realigned themselves to the top. So just select everything in this section, go to Table Layout and go along to Align to Center. Now you can go back to the Developer tab. Now if you don't want all the shading on these boxes, let me just zoom in. If you don't want the shading on these boxes, you can just go to the Developer tab and uncheck shading and they will all disappear. Now these will not work until you protect the form. So if I click here at the moment, you can just see my cursor is clicking next to the box and nothing is happening. So to make this into a digital or electronic form, you need to protect it, and this is in the Developer tab. So click Protect Form. And now if I click on this square here, you can see it's now checked. And this square here is also now checked. If you want to uncheck it, just click on it again and it will uncheck that square. Now you can't go back and make any alterations to this document until you go back up to the Developer tab and unprotect the form. You know it's unprotected because these options here will no longer be greyed out. As soon as I protect it, they're all greyed out. So once you've done this with your form, we now need to put a title in. You can put it in the normal way, but I find a more flexible route is using text boxes. So I'm just going to move this down a little bit, put the cursor at the top, press enter a few times. If you make a second page, don't worry, what we can do is go over to the rulers. If you can't see the rulers, go to view and click ruler. Go down to the bottom here where you can see the white and grey section. Hover between the two, you can see my cursor changes, click and pull that margin down. And as you do, you can fit more on the page, and that 2 pages will then go into 1 page. Now for the text box, click Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box, click and draw out your text box. Then you can type your title. I'm just going to paste mine in. But again, if I click on the top text, go to the Home tab. Again, I've used this font here. It's bold and it's font size 26. The text below is not bold and also font size 22. Once I deselect, you can see we've once again got this black border around the outside. You can keep that if you want to and make it the same width as the table by just pulling in the sides. And then if you want the text at the top to be further away from the top of this line here, go to Shape Format. If you can't see Shape Format, it's because you haven't selected this. Go to Format pane, go to Shape Options, go to Layout and Properties, go down to the margins, go to Top Margin, and then you want to make this margin bigger, so use the up arrow. And as you click, you can see that text coming down that text box. Deselect, check you're happy with it. If you don't want these border lines, just select it, go to Shape Format, go to the Outline tool and select No Outline. Deselect and make sure you're happy. Once you're happy with everything, don't forget to go to the Developer tab, use Protect Form, and now this will become a digital form. You won't be able to select anything else in this document except for these squares. So therefore you can go through and monitor if, for example, your staff have signed up for an event, they need to pay deposits, they need to sign a card, complete a menu option. You can put all of those options in here and just go through and click which staff have done what to keep a tracker. If you would like a copy of this because you can't be bothered to do all this yourself, there will be a link in the description below for where you can download it. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe and have a great day.